We're at Verling Bloom's home. We're filming for the Behringer Crawford Museum and the Library of Congress, his experiences in World War II. I wanted to ask about the clearing the mines. How hard and scary was that to do that? How did you go about it?
Very. We had, I'm glad you asked that question, we had what they're called the shoe mine, which was a little wooden box. It was approximately 2.5 inches wide by 4 inches long. It had about 1/4 pound of TNT in that. The only metal in the box was 2 little brads to hold the hinge, and it didn't take very much pressure at all to set a shoe mine off. You could not detect these anyway. It's impossible to detect unless you were going in the ground with your bayonet and stabbing in the ground, and you had to be so careful because the slightest little pressure on a shoe mine would set it off. They were very difficult, and what we would do if we thought there was a minefield and if the attack had already went by, rather than risk your life trying to find, or risk your foot trying to find these shoe mines, you would take heavy chains and drag them across the ground and try to set off all the shoe mines. The Germans also had another little gadget that we really loved. It was called a bouncing Betsy, we called it. This had 2 charges in it. If you stepped on it, the first charge went off and pushed the mine up into the air, which got you about belt high, and then the second charge would go off and tear your insides out. The infantry did not like the bouncing Betsies. A very dangerous weapon. We lost a lot of people with bouncing Betsies. Between your shoe mines and the bouncing Betsies, they really gave us a headache.